Look at this. Just look at this. Can you believe this is the website for a project management tool? It's really, really weird. Cast your eyes on the text, line after line, story after story. And look there, bullet points right on the homepage. So what is the name of this software that carries itself so differently? It's called Basecamp. It's a project management software, but definitely not a typical one. It is strange at first glance, yes, but don't know how it looks so good. We are not here just to stare at the pretty words on the outside, though. Inside the software, there are more surprises waiting for us. So let us walk into Basecamp together and see how it changes the very nature of how we handle our projects. Now, let us step inside and look at the land. If you are used to the busy, crowded screens of other software, this design might seem weird to you at first. You see the navigation bar at the top, just like any other software, but as you scroll down, you see widgets, some small, some large, resting there. It took us a moment to understand that this is the dashboard. This is your home. There are buttons here for making a new project and for calling new people into your circle. You can see your schedule and the tasks that have been given to you. But if you look closer at that top bar, you will see names that are new to us. Look at the section called Pings. This is where you speak privately with one person or a small group, away from the noise of the main work. Then move your eyes to the Hey section. This is where the software taps you on the shoulder. It's your notification center, but it waits until you are ready to look. And then there is My Stuff. It gathers everything that belongs to you, your assignments, the things you have bookmarked to read later, your drafts, and your schedule into one pile, so you do not lose your way. So even though this layout feels strange to our modern eyes, it's quite effective. Now let's move on to building something new. To create a project here, you do not need a complicated map. You start by giving it a name, a title that tells everyone what this work is about. You can write a description, a story of what you hope to achieve. If you wish to track the hours you spend on this journey, you can enable time tracking right there. Then we take the next step, which is choosing your tools. The tools available to you are the message board for speaking to the group, to-dos for your lists of work, docs and files for your papers, chat for quick talk, the schedule for your dates, and the card table for moving tasks along a path. You choose only what the project needs. In the final step, you look around and choose who will walk this path with you. You invite your people. And just like that, your project is created. Now that the project is created, let us get into the work of managing it. First, you bring the people in. You can add your teammates, the ones who work by your side every day, but you can also bring in your clients, the people from the outside. Basecamp allows them to only see what they need to see, which keeps the rest private to your team. So as soon as you add your people, let's see what's awaiting in the message board. Now this is a place of great value, because in other tools, information gets lost in a river of emails. But here, you post an announcement or a question on the board, and it stays there. People can comment on it, but the original message remains clear. It replaces the noise of the inbox with a single source of truth. Then we look at the to-dos, but they are not just flat lists. You can group them, give them headings, and assign them to specific people with dates attached. It brings order to the chaos of what must be done. Moving on, what comes next is the card table. If you have used other boards where you move cards from one column to another, you will know this. It is for visual work. You can see the progress of a task as it moves from doing to done. It is good for teams that need to see the flow of the ongoing project with their own eyes. So what have we got for the docs and files? What we have seen so far is that instead of scattering your documents in different clouds, you keep them here. You can write directly in Basecamp, or you can upload your files. Every version is kept safe, so you never lose the history of your changes. We also have the chat, but this is different from the message board. The board is for serious, long-lasting words, and chat is for quick words, questions, the good mornings. It keeps the casual talk away from the serious work. And of course, you need to bind your works in a time frame, which is why there is this schedule section. It shows you the dates that matter, the deadlines, the milestones. It connects with your own personal calendar, so you do not miss a beat. Each of these tools sits in the project like tools in a toolbox, waiting for your hand. Okay, so at this point, we will step back and look at the horizon. Basecamp has a feature called the lineup. This is where you monitor the timeline of everything. You see a line that represents today. To the left is the past, to the right is the future. You can see which projects are active right now, which ones are coming up soon, and which ones have already passed. What we liked is that it's not a complicated chart with 1,000 connecting lines. It's a simple visual strip. It helps you understand, at a single glance, if you are overloaded or if you have space to breathe. And that way, it stops you from making promises you can't keep, because the time is right there before your eyes. As we move forward, we must know what has happened while we were sleeping or doing other work. This is where the activity section comes in to help you. It shows you every step taken by your team. You can see who completed a to-do, who uploaded a file, and who commented on a message. But the list can be long. So, Basecamp gives you filters. You can filter to see only the activity on a specific project or only the activity of a specific person. If you want to know what one person did today, you can ask the activity feed and it will show you his path. This keeps you informed without you having to ask questions constantly, which we really appreciate. So we have reached the end of our trail. And from that journey, we got to know that Basecamp is different. It does not try to be everything for everyone. It tries to be a calm home for your work. If you are tired of tools that feel like a factory floor, full of noise and buttons, then this might be the place for you. It forces you to be organized, yes, but in a human way. So check the description below for the sign-up link, try it out, and share your experience in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe to get more videos like this.